If you see something, I have a fly in my room and I can't take it out, so we have a guest with us today. Yay! Hi, hello, thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to my 4th update on my Pando's Eyeshadows project. So this update is an exciting one. I don't know if I said the same thing in the last update, but this one truly is an exciting one because I hit 2 pans. Yay! So I'm super excited to roll in 2 new shades because I was kind of tired of one of them and the other one seemed like it didn't have an end to it. So yeah, I'm glad I finally hit pan on those 2. Also, my color story will be changing. So this was my color story last month and I liked it. It was pretty cohesive, so it was easy for me to do looks and easy for me to pair shades if I wanted to. But I'm kind of tired of like these neutral shades, so I'm excited about rolling into new shades and I hope I get fun shades and also from older palettes because I don't really want to hit pan on newer palettes. Yeah. But let me start with all the shadows I had to use this month and yeah, let's go. So the first palette is the W7 Vivid Punchy Pink palette and I'm working on 2 shades on this palette. And the first one, it's the one I hit pan on. Yay! This was the one that had the most dip in. Of course, that's why I hit pan on it. And I know the pan is so small, but I was tired of using this shade. And also last month I said that these shades were kind of irritating my eyes. And thank you for all the comments worrying about my eyes. They're good, I'm good. I stopped using these 2 shades for quite a while and when I felt like I should use it or that I could use them, I would use them, but I wasn't using them as much, so that's why it took me a bit of time. But don't worry, my eyes are fine, it's totally fine. Thank you. This shade took me 6 more uses to hit pan on, so as a total I had to use this shade 35 times to hit pan on. Of course, this shade was already used, but 35 times in this project to get pan on it. So this shade will be leaving and I'm super happy that I will not have to do these types of pink looks again for the next few days, weeks, whatever. This pink is a little bit more like a purplish kind of pink, so it's not as pink. Like this one is a bit darker, so it's fine by me for now, but I know I will get tired of it as well. But this one, the dip isn't as big, but yeah. This one will take me more uses to hit pan on it because this month I used it 7 times as a total of 34 times and I'm still nowhere near pan, so this took me 35 uses. This is not going to take me 35 uses, it's going to take me more uses, but yeah, I'll take my time with it because I don't want my eyes to be irritated. So yeah. The next palette is the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette and I was working on the 2nd shade, the Inner Corner shade, and I'm happy to announce that I finally hit pan on this shade. So this shade, I used it 7 times this update as a total of 63 times. 63 times in this project for me to be able to hit pan on it. This was a long process. I didn't see the end of this. Like, I was worried that this didn't have a pan, that it would go on forever, but I finally hit pan on it and I'm super relieved about it because I was getting tired of this shade because 63 times, it's a lot of times to use the same shade and I was using it in every look that I was doing, so I'm excited about it and you can totally see that the dip is dip. This is really a dip pan and I wasn't counting on it. I thought these were more like shallow pans, but no, this is quite dip. But I'm super excited that I finally hit pan on it and I can work on a new shade, and I hope it's not an Inner Corner shade because that one I have in my Panda palette, you can see up here. But yeah, I hope I don't get an Inner Corner shade. So for the next 2, you already know that I didn't hit pan on any, but I'm happy with my progress anyway, so yeah. And the next palette is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Blank Boss palette, and I was working and still am working on shade Berry Treasure, and it is the darkest shade of the palette. It's this blackish purple shimmery kind of shade, but I really like using it to deepen out the looks. And yeah, I don't know for sure if I will actually hit pan on this shade. I used it 12 times this month as a total of 29 times, so I already hit the goal of 20 uses that I have for every shade. I don't think I will hit pan on this shade, but for now I will continue to use it. I think probably if in the next update I don't roll in anything in, I will probably roll this out so I can roll another shade in, because I'm not seeing myself hitting pan on this palette, on this shade, but I'm seeing myself using it a bit more until I decide to roll it out. So yeah. And the next shade is from one of my oldest palettes, and it's the Douglas Eyeshadow palette, nude / gold, 12 eyeshadows. I don't really know the title of this palette, but I was working and still am. Why am I saying like this? But yeah, I'm working on this shade, this coppery shade, and I'm really liking it. It's a very subtle shade, so I don't mind using it, and I can see myself using several times. I can use it with neutral looks and with more colorful looks if I just want a pop of copper. But yeah, it's a really nice shade and I'm really enjoying it. And this one I used it 19 times this month as a total of 19 times because it's the first time it's in this project. But yeah, these were all the eyeshadows that I had to work on this past month, and now I can finally roll in 2 new eyeshadows. Yeah, I'm excited about that part. But before that, I'm just going to talk about the 2 looks that I did, or the 2 photos that I took. The first one is just a simple look where I used this coppery shade, and you can see that it creates a really neutral look. I really like that kind of look. You can see it right here. And the other look is with this same eyeshadow, but I'm using this Berry Treasure shade as well, and I kind of created this look not really thinking about how it would look like, but it kind of reminds me of like actual copper. So yeah, I really liked how it turned out, and it was just one more way for me to use the dark shade that I normally use to deepen out other looks, but in this case I used it as an actual shade, not to just deepen out other shades. Yeah. Now talking about my numbers, because I always forget to talk about it. I have 240 eyeshadows in total, and I only have 7 eyeshadows with pan, so I have 2.9% of my collection with pan. It's a very low amount, it's a very low percentage, but yeah, I'm getting there. If I could get to 5%, well, if I could get to 10, that would be amazing, but I don't really know if I can do that. Right now I'm at 2.9, and let's be real, I already hit 3 pans this year, and last year I didn't hit a pan until the last update. I'm happy about my progress, but I hope it gets better, so yeah. But let's get to the most exciting part of this update, probably the part you're most excited about. I'm the most excited about that part. So yeah, let's randomize 2 new numbers. 170 and 7. Whoa, another low number. Let me see the palettes and I'll see with you which shades I will be working on. Okay, I don't even know how to react to this, but yeah. The first shade is from the 7 Vivid Glowing Green palette, and this palette is transparent, but I haven't looked at it. I know it's the last shade, and I know last year I hit pan on the shade before that, and I think it's a shimmery, glittery, or pressed shimmery kind of shade. I don't really know how to say what it is, but I know it's one of those shades. But yeah, let's see which one it actually is. Okay. So it's this shade. These shades are like topper shades, so you can't really see it in your eye. Well, you can see it, but as a topper shade. It's not an actual shimmer shade, so we'll see how I will be able to use it. I'm excited about it, but I don't know if I will be able to actually hit pan on it. But this topper shade is like a green, so I don't mind it, but we'll see. The next shade, it's from a palette that it's already in the project, so it will be the Douglas palette again. So I'm working on this coppery shade, and now I will be working on the second shade, and I haven't looked at it as well. So let's see which one it is. Okay, I took out a inner corner shade, and now I'm going to work with an inner corner shade again. But yeah, I hope I don't get an inner corner shade. I'm not mad about it, it's just that I have my Panda palette, and there I have 2 inner corner shades, and if I'm using an inner corner shade in this project, I'm not going to use those 2, so yeah. Let's see if this one I'll use 20 times and then roll out, because I would like to hit pan in all of the shades in this palette, but I don't know if I want to work with another inner corner shade. I will work with it for now, but let's see. Next update, I'll tell you how I felt about it and how I actually feel about it, and you'll know my opinion on it. But yeah, this was the update. It was interesting, I guess. I got 2 shades that, yeah, one of them is kind of different, the topper green shade, and the other one is a inner corner shade, not that interesting, but in a palette that I for sure know I want to finish eventually. But yeah, what do you think about the shades that I got rolled in? Do you think they'll go together with the other shades? Well, the inner corner shade will for sure go together well with the other ones, but the green one, I don't know. But yeah, I hope I like them together, and I hope I can use them in a lot of looks together. But yeah, this was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't want to miss any of my updates, please subscribe to my channel. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!